Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Ice Age TV, the internal combustion engine age YouTube channel. And what am I doing now on a Saturday? Downpouring rain. Look at this Jeep hat. I think I'm going Jeep shopping. Follow me along. Good Saturday morning. And welcome to Ice Age TV, the internal combustion engine age YouTube channel. It talks about trucks and cars and SUVs and rainstorms. Wow. Hey everybody, good to see you this morning on a Saturday. Wow, this is crazy. It is just downpouring rain here. Woo! Oh my goodness, what are we doing this Saturday morning? I don't usually do many Saturday morning theme conversations, but you know what? Today is Jeep Day. Today, I think I'm going to add another Jeep to my lineup of the I have. And what does my kid have to say about the Jeep Day? Like the idea of the Jeep Day today?
I love it.
Okay. You want a Jeep?
Yeah.
And, okay. So, do we know what Jeep we're going to get?
It's either between Earl, because my fish's name is Earl, or the Plum Crazy, because Plum Crazy is my favorite ever.
Okay. So, we, at some point today, are going to go check out some Jeeps. If the weather rates. I mean, this weather is nasty. Hit the button, please. I mean, wow. It is so wet and so rainy. It's just that time of year, and it's a cold rain. And we've got a whole problem here. Here we go. We got the launch glass. So anyways, yeah, I think today is going to be the Jeep Adventure Day. So,
I am so excited.
So if everybody's
You know, my first car was a Jeep.
Tiki Blue.
No, bikini blue. And hopefully this rain is washing off those plants from that dog piss.
Oh, nice. And the attitudes are early. All right, everybody stay tuned for the adventure.
Did you get all the
Jeep
trash?
I did. For the Jeep Adventure Day, that we're going to go weigh the options of getting yet another vehicle.
I love Jeep.
And
But I've always been a Jeep lover since Dad's red Jeep back in 2014 when he used to take the top off and Tango and Willow would ride around.
that was my first official Jeep I ever owned, for the record. That was a great vehicle. I shouldn't have gotten rid of that either. In
Was it
hindsight,
a stick shift?
yes it was. Yes, it was a stick shift. All right, everybody, stay tuned.
Why did you get rid of it?
It's just your dad. Hey, everybody, stay tuned for Jeep Adventure Saturday. All right,
Do they
so
have a 2-door Jeep manual?
the kid is all fixated on the Jeep. Now she's like, hey, Dad, how about a 2-door Jeep manual? Well, how's Mom going to like that vehicle?
No, she wouldn't like it.
They got a nice used one.
Manual?
Blue. Bramber blue. Lifted. Custom.
How old is it?
2018.
How many miles?
I don't know.
Is it well, you can take them all off the top. I forgot. Can I see a picture of it?
You go to Dulles Dodge website, you can. Yeah, so what's spurring all this? I don't know. Yeah, after being at the Ram dealership, looking at the Ram TRX, which I turned down the Ram deal. I had a deal done on a Ram TRX and I didn't do it. I just can't get excited on the fuel. I mean, the truck doesn't, in my opinion, have just this radical, blow me away power that just, to me, justifies 9 miles an hour. I mean, if all the tires are busting loose every time I got into that truck, and it was just an incredible inertia feeling, then, yeah, I'd probably take it, but overall, I just can't get excited. It's just beyond believable how many times I've
Does it
tried.
have a manual Jeep?
Yeah, just go to used cars. I just can't get excited about that Ram TRX. Now, if it got like, I would say 12 to 14 miles per gallon, Yeah, I'd probably be more in favor of it, but for me, I just live on the
I
road.
don't see it.
Kid here is being challenged this morning on trying to find the used vehicle I talked about. And I don't know. Actually, disappointed. But anyway, so we were at the Ram TRX dealer. I should just say the Dodge Jeep Ram dealer here this past week. If you're following my channel, you saw how I drove two different Rams. I didn't drive the third one. You never saw the Ram Desert Storm, whatever you want to call it, Sandstorm or whatever, tan colored, really nice truck, but they want like $117,000 for this Ram TRX that was $100 grand. Yeah, it's too much money. And the fuel economy. Yeah, I know people are like, yeah, but man, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious, man. I just don't like denying. I think that the Ram TRXs are populating because people drive them and they get sick of putting gas in them. They just get sick of feeding the machine the energy. And
Dad,
they just let you.
why can you not show me this?
Show you what?
The Jeep.
Why didn't I?
No, I don't know how to look for it.
The agony and suffering. You don't want to see it. I'm just telling you.
But why can't I see it?
You need me to do it?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
What year is it?
That's 2018.
How many miles are on it?
I don't know. 20.
Is it a manual?
I can't tell. There were ads.
Oh, the enjoyment of trying a car
It's an
shop.
automatic, Dad.
Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. What do you think of that one?
I think it's pretty cool.
Let's see it. Let's see it. There you go. All right. But the one you're fixating on is a purple one. Why don't you go to the new?
This is Simopolia.
What now?
On the side it says Simopolia.
What's that mean?
I don't know. It sounds like a disease. But it's on the side of the car. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. We'll go back to the news side.
It's not that I love it, but it's not that I like it, but it's not that I don't like it. It's kind of
Unique to the person that made it look that way. They made it special for them.
It's just not my style personally.
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
What time do you want to stop by? He asked.
Yeah, when it's not downpouring rain.
You want me to say that?
Not yet. Yeah, all right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to part 2 of the Ice Age Jeep Adventures Day. And what am I doing? I am getting ready to get in my car if I can. Look at this here. My car's locked me out. And now the dogs are going nuts, but they're inside. So I got myself a cup of coffee. Hey, the truck is toasty warm. And morning again, maybe he's following my channel for the craziness of the Ice Age Adventures. Yeah, what am I doing today, right? Well, I am going to explore the Jeep Wrangler product, and I really do want to go test drive the new 4-cylinder turbo motor. That apparently is pretty powerful, and they got the V6 I guess turbo diesel as well. And I had the V6 Pentastar motor, and I'm just not as excited about those. I'm really disappointed because I really think a Jeep Gladiator diesel would be a really cool option and package. But yeah, as usual, you're not going to get one of those because everybody wants those, and they're just at select few dealerships, but they're pricey too. And I've kind of got I'm kind of wanting not to spend a ton of money. And this is more about, for me, kind of thinking about my wife. And what's really interesting is I got this Maverick. I brought this Maverick up from Florida thinking this would be a kind of a good family vehicle. I can kind of use it. The wife kind of use it. I'm just really blown away that the wife just isn't excited about this vehicle. I mean, believe it or not, she just is not wanting to drive this vehicle. Are you going to take care of something here? Yeah, anyways, so I thought I could make a video today for my subscribers to go along in my adventure of my car addictions that never end, which they don't, and just to kind of get a feel for what I see and what you think as well as we evaluate the Jeep Wrangler. I've had a bunch of Wranglers, I really have. The Ford Bronco really kind of ruined the Wrangler in so many ways to me, because the Bronco is just such a fun, awesome, great vehicle. But at the same time, I really do like the Jeep product. I just like the Jeep look. And part of me this time is, maybe I don't get the bigger, beefier Wrangler package, and maybe it's a little bit more tame on the driving habits that they have, because the big Rubicon packages that I always have been, catered to and been drawn into to have the bigger badass Jeep. I think that those bigger tires just magnify that steering, and I'm just not so much wanting to jump up and out of a big truck all the time, but I don't know. And that's why I'm kind of making today's video, because I just thought, hey, you can learn some things as I learn them and get some impressions as I drive around, and just kind of give you my feelings. And my daughter, she's at the horse, and part of me is like, it turns into a long day doing this type of stuff. So my thoughts are, why don't I just go ahead and get up the road, kind of start evaluating what makes sense or doesn't make sense. I think I may walk away. It's possible. Or I can just walk away and say, you know what, I'm just not excited about the car, and I'm just going to let it go, and just it'll be another day. That's just kind of how I am. And I mentioned this many times in my videos. I've owned so many cars, and I've bought so many cars, and I've test driven so many cars, and I just usually haven't really shared like every situation. Just like the Ram TRX truck, I've made a bunch of videos on that truck, and last night, I finally just kind of decided to publish a video that I made midweek on the Ram TRX, because I just felt like, it's just so redundant. But for me, it really is baffling, even for me being such the truck addicted type of guy. I just love trucks, and how I just can't get excited on buying the Ram TRX. I just can't. Why is that? And I just think it's because I'm not getting that exhilaration out of that truck that makes me just feel like this thing's just incredibly powerful. Because the problem is, I already have incredibly powerful cars, so it doesn't feel that incredibly powerful to me. And that's the challenge. For now, an individual that's never owned a 700 horsepower truck, no doubt that person gets in that truck and they're going to be like, wow, this is insane, this is awesome, this is crazy. But I've already owned all those type of powers, and more power than that. And so when I jump in that truck, it just isn't really like a kick in the pants, kick in the seat of my pants type of ride. And so to me, it just feels like a nice, really, it feels like a borderline, like a 2500 series Ram truck, because it's such a taut suspension. It's not a soft suspension. And it just, for me, feels like just a really heavy duty, nice, it's a really nice truck. But it's a lot of money, and it's a gas hog. So it wasn't the price factor. I think it's just too much money for the truck, and the gas hog part of it, I would buy it. So if it got like 14, 15 miles per gallon, and it was more like 70 grand, 70, maybe 80, yeah, I would definitely more consider that vehicle. And what's incredible, the Raptor truck outdrives that truck. I mean, I'm sorry, Ram TRX people that have your Rams. The Ford Raptor truck is a better truck. It really is. It handles better. It rides better. The interior's nicer. The amenities on it. It's just a nicer. It's just a nicer. The thing is, I'm not saying the Ram TRX isn't a nice truck. I'm just saying, for me as an individual, I can't get excited. So, anyways, I made a video of that truck, me driving it, and once again, I really have come to closure as I drive there today, and they offer to give me the truck for nothing, and I drive one home, right? yeah, I'll be at the dealership, and they'll go, well, you know what? You got a different angle on that ring. Yeah, I'm not there. So anyways, I'm going to go up to the dealership right now. They're going to pull some cars out for me, and I'm going to share with you my my driving time and experiences. How about that idea? Oh, and I got the wife's blessing in so many ways. I just went ahead and told her, hey, honey, I'm going to go buy a Jeep today. Yeah. How do you think that conversation went at early Saturday morning without her eating breakfast or having her coffee yet? Yeah, how do you think that was played out, right? But hey, for the record, I kind of gave her a heads up what I'm doing, so I was forthright and forthcoming to the wife, so that if I bring something home, she's not going to be looking at me like, why didn't we talk about this? So I did that. And the good news has kind of let up, which is awesome. Just for these typical late March type of, weather here. It's nothing new or different. So, and I'm going to drive. So here's a good thing. I'm going to drive the Jeep Wrangler Willys hybrid setup first. The 4xe, I guess they call it, if I'm correct. I think that's what they call it. But I just really haven't been paying attention to the Wrangler because I got so fixated on the Bronco. And so now it's kind of, let's go back to Wrangler. And what's incredible is I didn't really realize that they had a V6. I didn't realize that the turbo diesel was available in the Wrangler. I didn't even really focus on that. And I didn't even realize it was available in the Gladiators. I just haven't been in the Jeep world. And because I just don't really like the regular V6 Pentastar. I think it's underpowered. But when I'm hearing this new 4-cylinder turbo motor is very powerful, and the diesel's a really nice setup. The only downside is diesel's really puts the vehicle at a very expensive, it's just more expensive. So I'm not excited about that. But anyway, so the first vehicle I'm going to drive is the Jeep Willys. They call it the Jeep Willys, W-I-L-L-Y-S. The good old Willys Jeep, if anybody kind of knows the heritage of the Jeep product. And it looks pretty cool. It's not a real decked out vehicle. And I'm thinking about my wife in this purchase where she can drive it, where it's easy for her to get in on the vehicle. That's kind of why the Rubicon vehicle, I don't know, I don't think I'll go the Rubicon. And this will be a first time. It's every Jeep Wrangler I've bought now since 2014. Hard to believe. Close to 10 years. Throughout the last 10 years, I've, been the Rubicon. So this time around, I'm just like, I don't really know if I want that package. I'm getting to be an older guy and just having to jump in out of vehicles. Just like my Bronco. Oh my gosh, a Bronco Raptor, it's you got to be in decent shape to get out of that dang thing with the factory step. I'm sure you can buy deployable electronic steps, but for me, wow. Just like my Ford Power Boost, I just love that truck because it's so easy to get into. I mean, it's just because of deployable steps. My Ford Raptor truck, it was always, jump in. My Ford F-250 Tremor truck, oh my gosh. You need deployable steps for those trucks. All right, we're getting closer to dealer here. Wow. You want to talk about the real motorcycle riders? Look at this here. It is 42 degrees out. It's a rainy day. And so these are the real motorcycles. So these are the guys will tell you, yeah. Wow. And guess where they are? That's where they are. Well, they started early. Wowsker. Yeah, I'll pass on that. I mean, if anybody called me up this morning and said, hey, we're going to go ride our motorcycles with it downpouring, raining, I'd be like, for what? For why? I mean, yeah, everybody to each their own, right? Wow. All right, here we are. Here he is. I had a funny feeling that this truck and trailer were coming to this dealership. They got some nice used stuff. Danger is they got a really nice used C8 Corvette. See, that's the kid. Kind of unique. So there's the white vehicle. They got a red one, really cool red one. They got a nice Raptor. So, all right. So did my sales guy. See, there's that. So I think that's a good looking vehicle. I think that's the better way to go this time. I don't think getting the big, okay, here it is down here. I don't think getting the big all jazzed up Rubicon's the way to go. All right, so this is a 2023 Jeep Wrangler Willys package that I think looks pretty cool. That has the 4xe, is that what they call it?
Correct.
So how much horsepower does this have?
375.
And how much torque? 440 or something like that? 480?
480.
Yeah, so this is, I think this is crazy. You got a 4-cylinder motor with 370 horsepower and like 480 foot-pounds of torque. I think that's pretty exciting. And I think that this is definitely more the kind of just the Jeep, the good old boys Jeep, Willy boys look, right? Nothing real fancy. So I think let's drive this first. It's gonna be cloth interior, I'm sure. Yeah, cloth interior. That's fine. And heated seats. Little electric 4-wheel drive, little sticker there. Okay. And wow, that's so light compared to my Bronco. That's crazy. I'm so used to taking my Bronco. This is so much lower. See, I'm thinking about my wife. So I'm kind of basing my decision here. Got the kid, got the wife. And my wife's biggest gripe, is I get these big lifted high, vehicles, and she can't stand it because she can't get into them. She just doesn't like them. I'm excited on that. Like, what's that down there? The Sahara? The one's parked out in front there. Same color. Is that a Sport?
Might be the Sahara.
Right, so I like that look. All right, so let's get inside here and check her out. Cloth interior. This would be a first cloth interior purchase. If I bought like this level, this would be the first time ever I never bought a Rubicon. Yeah.
It's not a Rubicon, so Willys.
Right, but
What we can do is we can send it over to CatSkin and get it leathered.
yeah.
Whatever
Nice.
stitching you want.
Right. Oh yeah. All right. So let's figure we got to get in here, start her up, see if she starts up. Cool. And I'll get myself a little. Look at the gauge. Oh, the gauges are all different. So that's really interesting. That's very interesting. So since I haven't been around this product for a while, this is a whole different instrumentation to me right here. A little different here. And boy, I tell you, where is the seat thing to get this thing?
Strap. They gotta pull.
It's a strap. Okay, right. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Get this thing warmed up. Got what the heck is the blue thing here?
So this is the regenerated battery system that you have. So it allows you to recharge your battery as you're driving the vehicle. And one of the cool features about it is that it's like a Tesla. You don't have to press the brakes when you're driving.
Right.
If you just, let go of the gas, the car slows down itself.
Oh, it really has one pedal driving?
One pedal driving.
This has one pedal driving. You have that feature turned off and on, or?
You turn it off. If you click this, it turns it off. There's no more blue, but if you click on it.
Oh, I love that feature. I love the one pedal driving. Because I get the electric vehicles. I got the electric Mach-E and I got the F-150.
Pull up to the front of the building so I can get.
Okay, so this feels so much different. So I haven't driven a Wrangler. So having this, so if I take this off right now, so to go back to the good old days of the non-inertia feel versus this here, which is pretty cool. Okay, what do you need there, sir?
Gotta grab a gas cord.
Okay, all right, good.
Yes.
All right. Wait, it's electric. I thought we were trying. Yes, all right. That's pretty cool. So definitely a really different feel with this one pedal driving here, because this is the regen. So when the vehicle is slowing down, it's regenerating power to the battery pack. And my 25-mile range of just being on battery, we'll clarify that here in a second when the sales guy gets back. It is your removable roof here, which what's nice. It is nice to have. They do have a bimini top, which that vehicle over there, or another one around here maybe has a bimini top. I don't know, where the whole top just slides back like a convertible. All right, so everything else, everything else is the same from what I owned. By 2020, I believe 2020 is the last year I owned the Wrangler. So we're gonna get some gas. I'm going to ask this gentleman here a question about, now does this go like 25 miles on battery only if you had to?
So if it's fully charged, you get 25 to 30 miles of full electric.
I mean, at highway speeds?
At highway speeds.
You can turn it on for that, or it converts to that, or how do you get that?
Electric mode, e-save mode, and
Right.
hybrid mode.
They go right?
Yes, pick right. Electric mode allows you to drive on full electric no matter what speed you're driving. E-Save puts you in gas mode, and it will be driving fully on gas, conserving your electric.
Have you?
Hybrid mode allows you to drive in both hybrid, electric or gas, and it will detect which one will be a better decision for you.
Right.
And go based off of that.
Okay, so for the where do you go for the electric mode setting only?
Make left. It's on the left side at the bottom of this there by the.
I see right here. That's pretty cool. So this is pretty neat on how just here since I've gotten out of the Jeep market on how advanced this car is, come in so many ways. You know what I mean? I mean, Jeep's done a lot more than I realized. So right there, that's it. So all electric hybrid, e-save. So it's the e-save one.
E-save is the gas. And then there's the button for you to put fuel.
So you mean you can just be in gas only,
Yes.
period. Okay, cool. All right, I'll turn her off for you. And you're
Click
gonna...
on the button.
All right, now we got some fuel in this vehicle to get up the road. And so the gentleman here next to me, he owns one of these. And what are you seeing on your miles per gallon average for your driving habits?
So, can't compare.
Uh-oh.
Because-
Lead foot. Go ahead.
Yes, I do have a lead foot. I drive a lot.
Uh-huh.
And
Former motorcyclist, Daredevil, next to me.
charge mine ever.
Never. Why?
Charged it.
Anti-EV vehicle. He's an ICE motorhead. See there? He's a salesman in disguise that despises electric vehicles, but it's all good. He's a motorhead. We like it. All right. That's why he's my sales guy, because I'm an ICE guy, right? Or am I?
That being said,
Yeah.
now I put 40,000 miles.
Wow. On yours?
Yeah.
Well, man, you drive that thing. What year is it?
2021.
Is that when they first had the problems with them?
When they first came out with all the a lot of people are having issues, so I've never really had an issue with mine. Like I off-road it, I do all sorts of stuff with it.
Right.
Never really had any issues with it.
Yeah.
I've taken it to New York, I've taken it to Florida, Pennsylvania, all over the place. And I literally just go all over the place with my car.
Right.
I've seen as high as 25, and I've seen as low as 15.
Wow.
But again, that's with my driving habit.
Okay, so
the average person who drives normally and doesn't drive the way I drive my car,
yeah.
you probably would be more like in the 20 to 25 range.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of
average.
hearing. Yeah, 26, 25 is what I've heard.
That's where you'd be if you charge your car regularly.
So you have to plug this in.
Yeah, it's a plug-in hybrid.
So the regen won't do it.
The regen will charge a minimal amount. It's not going to charge a significant amount.
So where is the plug to plug it in?
So the plug is in the back. It's actually inside the car. You do get it when you purchase the vehicle. You have two stages of charging this car. You have a level 1, which takes
110.
110, but it takes 14 hours to charge.
Right. So I have 220 in
levels.
my house.
Yeah, so if you do have a 220 or a 240 volt, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
But if you have a level 2 charger,
Yeah.
that charges it in 2.5 hours.
But is
So
that Ford product the same type of plug as CES, whatever they call it, as this one?
You should be able to get an adapter that would allow you to charge your vehicle.
If I don't install the charging, well, is it a level 2 charging station comes with the vehicle or just level 1?
Level 1 comes with the car. Level 2, you'd purchase, I believe it's almost $2,000.
Yeah,
if I'm
wow.
not mistaken.
Right.
But most people that have Tesla just get an adapter to swap over the Tesla charger into the Jeep one.
Yeah, I know. Right. I have that.
If you have a level 2 for your Lightning and your Mach-E, then they might have the same charger. If not, you can just buy an adapter for like $50-$60, put it on the car, and you'll be able to charge the vehicle.
Right. So far, I mean, this thing to me seems to have really good auto. You got an auto, good. It's getting hot. This thing's toasty warm. This thing so far, really nice. I mean, I'm really enjoying the ride. And my challenge with my Bronco to the Wrangler has been the wheel, the walking. But I've always had the bigger Gladiator tire and bigger lifted and modded cars. But this one here, he doesn't have the big tires. It seems like it doesn't do as much walking.
It has a 31. It doesn't have the 33s from the Rubicon. The Willys is essentially a combination of a Rubicon and a Sahara.
Yeah.
Without, not even a Sahara, it's a Rubicon and a Sport combined, just missing a lot of the components that a Rubicon has.
Right. So which is higher, Sahara or Willys?
The Sahara is actually higher.
Really? Wow. So the Willys, more just the retro, the name, a little more base vehicle, a little less money. That kind of where you're going with this?
Right. The Sahara is more of a comfortable car. The best way I can put it is, you want a Wrangler, don't want to do a lot of the off-roading, you're not going to do a lot of the major off-roading that most people would do.
Right.
So you want the comfort creatures. So you get a Sahara, it's comfortable, quiet, compared to the Rubicon and the Willys. But you just get the comfort creatures. So you get the nice leather interior, you get the, depending on how you option it out, you can really get super nice and comfortable with it.
Right.
The Rubicon, well, you know what the Rubicon does.
Yeah, right. Yeah, every Jeep I've ever bought, Wrangler, has been a Rubicon. And this time around, I'm not really fixated on that. I'm really wanting something more. I don't think I want to be in that price range. And I really don't, the bigger tire packages, you get more of that walking down the road. I mean, or have they adjusted and figured that out? I don't think they have, but.
You could drive my Rubicon if you want.
No, I'm going to drive the Rubicon. It says the diesel. And I've had all the Echo diesels in my Ram. I've had 2 Ram 1500 trucks, Echo diesel. But you don't have any Gladiator Echo diesels. That's too bad. I looked, you don't. I hope I'm wrong. That would be cool.
You have to take a look. Gladiator diesels do not last.
Right, I know.
They hit the ground and they're gone.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, so that's, and I've already looked at your inventory. You have all gas. Sorry?
Let's order you one.
Yeah, that's possible. I don't know. I had a Gladiator, and I don't know. I mean, it's getting into bigger money too, though. So a lot of things are changing. I don't know. So far, this is really nice. I mean, it's a Jeep, though. This is what's so cool about this vehicle here. It's such the Jeep. You know, that's the heritage. It's like the 4Runner people have argued with Toyota for. Toyota has tried to change the 4Runner platform, and the 4Runner base has told Toyota, don't frickin' screw with the product. Don't change it, even though the new 4Runner is getting ready to be redesigned, a whole different platform. It looks like the FJ Cruiser in some aspects of the teaser pictures I've been seeing, but the whole point is this Jeep product, so many people want that heritage, you know, just original Jeep feel and look, and that was a concern when they redesigned the JK to the JL, that they would lose the real Jeep image, and Jeep worked very hard not to take away the JK lines into the JL and just to make it a better product, which they did. So far, really cool, really enjoying it. And I really like how you have these different options. You're not stuck on the side of the road with the electric. But for me, the power is really nice. So this is a twin turbo, single turbo. Do you know?
Turbo.
I'm sorry?
Single turbo.
Single turbo, 4-cylinder, 2.0, 2.2. What size do you even know?
2.0.
2.0. And I mean, and it feels just, you would never know this was your good old days 4-cylinder.
No.
You know, you would never know this. You would honestly believe this is a V6, you know, motor, if not more, because of the power. And it doesn't have a whining noise. It doesn't have a straining noise. So that's one thing. In the good old days, you drove a 4-cylinder. It was just so like working and struggling and just
to go up a hill.
Yeah, right, exactly. So far, and that's why I'm driving this vehicle package today. I want to compare the 4-cylinder to the V6. I can't test drive the 392 that my sales guy told me he's going to call me when he got it in, but we won't talk about that today. So we'll focus on other things. But he did me a favor because it's very expensive. So he was just helping me manage my money. And then but he didn't get the sale, somebody else did. So whatever. I guess it's all good, right? Right, all right. Nice. Very nice. Noise, not too bad. We're not really like radical high speeds, but we were in a 60 mile an hour, 65 mile an hour range back there. Tires are pretty cool because they're aggressive. So we're getting some tire noise. But just, you know, in the comfort wise, so here's what's interesting is, can I go back a little further? No. So that's one thing about my Bronco over the Jeep Wrangler is the fact that you just have so much more room. I mean, the Bronco, and yeah, if I go down the path and talk about the Bronco, people turn off the video. But yeah, it's nice. The Wrangler's really cool, and it's just a change up of anything. That's who I am. I like the different rides, the different change ups. Here we are, a little higher speeds. Yeah, you got a little more of a tire noise here because they're aggressive tires, Firestone tire.
You do get the headliner.
Oh, this comes with it?
You can actually add it.
Okay.
It actually helps mediate a little bit of the road noise, quiet it down a little bit for you.
The canopy above our heads here. Like here, you can see installation thing right here. And what's pretty cool is right now I'm letting off the pedal, and the vehicle's automatically regenerating the battery, repowering the battery, but also I don't have to put my foot on the brake, which that's so cool. Now, it really is interesting how they took away. Oh, okay, there you go. There's a charge thing here. That's really neat. But, you know, it's really, they really, because of chip issues and pricing issues, no adaptive cruise. I'm kind of surprised. And all your cars, I mean, I looked through your inventory.
Adaptive cruise control is through a package, so you need to get the advanced safety package and the safety package to get the adaptive cruise control. They have the part shortages and constraints that they're having with Chrysler at the moment, and they've been having it since, you know, COVID started.
Right.
So a lot of these packages are, you can order them, but they take forever to arrive on a dealer inventory. But when a customer orders it, so when a factory order is done for a client and they select it, it takes 4 to 6 months, potentially sooner for the car to arrive with all the features.
Right.
So if you wanted to see the adaptive cruise control, you could again drive my car because I have all those features in my Wrangler.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's ongoing, you know, never ending. You know, it's so interesting here. In this vehicle here, I've got my controls right here, which is nice, but on the Bronco, it's in the center console right here because the doors are removable and the mirrors stay attached to the vehicle, versus Jeep is like, nope, the mirrors come off the Jeep, put the door, go buy your own mirrors, and we'll make it all work. So far, really impressed, really nice. So what we're going to do now, we're going to head back to the dealership. I think we got to jump in the Sahara. Is that what that is? It's up front there?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the Wrangler lot where we have all of our Wranglers.
Yeah, right.
Essentially decide which one you want to take next, and then we'll just...
Next to the car wash?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We're good. So we're going to head back to that lot, and we'll walk around and pick out another one. All right, we're back at the dealership, and wow, so here, it just doesn't end. Here's a freaking Rubicon leftover 2022 with the 4xe motor in it, which I really like, but this thing's still probably 10 grand more than this.
Roughly, give or take.
Yeah, so see, that's the only negative on it. I really like the silver. These silvers look really good, but once again, it's a pricey. But these are the diesels, right?
Let me take a look.
So, the rain is back, and I just think this is a great. It's just a good old Jeep. I just feel like this is such the look of the Jeep. So for me, yeah. So got another Willys package here. All right, and oh, so there's all the Gladiators back here. Wow, they're all tucked back. They're hidden.
So the Gladiator goes from that wall, the gate, all the way down.
Wow. And boy, when I got mine, I got one of the first ones back in May of 2020 from Tommy. And then I put a lift kit on it, and I put 37s on it.
We can do a 6-inch lift and 37, so a 4-inch lift and 37.
Right, so is this here a diesel? Oh no, these are all gas.
Those are all gas, yeah.
Every one here, there's a 4XC Rubicon.
So there isn't a Gladiator that's a 4XC yet.
Okay.
So we pretty much have the Overlands, the Sports, the Mojaves. We have more Mojaves than Rubicon available on the Gladiators at the moment.
Right. So that's pretty cool.
That's
So
a big great color.
I like that. But it's got the V6 Pennstar motor, which, I mean, sincerely, are you as excited about that motor as your 4xe?
I'd rather take that over the V6.
You'd rather have the 4-cylinder over the V6?
I'd rather have a V6.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that Pennstar doesn't have as much power, though?
I would take the motor out and put.
Well, forget that. I'm just saying.
That's
So there you go. What I'm saying is the V6. How much horsepower does the V6 have? 280.
285, I think.
Right. So it's
I'd have to
100
verify
horsepower less. That's why these things are sitting.
that. No,
Really? Why? Or they're not sitting. They're
they're
moving.
not sitting. They're going pretty quickly.
Okay. All right. I'm just asking.
They're priced aggressively for the market.
Yeah, but I don't like that V6 motor. To me, it's underpowered.
Have you driven the new one?
Well, I bought a 2020.
That was true.
I had one.
I keep forgetting you had it.
I mean, it's nice. It has the Ram 1500 suspension, the rear under it.
Right.
So I know the vehicle. But for the record, I would probably be advantageous to drive this. So we can take a stock number.
Which one do you want?
I like the Stealth Gray. So these are both the same things, right or wrong?
They're the same thing.
Oh, that has
It's
the.
different.
I like the color interior. I love that.
Yeah, it's got a white interior, if I'm not mistaken.
So it's a 124 sticker. This is a 124. So January inventory. So they're probably the same.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Roughly the same. They might be a minute, small detail that we're missing.
We'll take both stock numbers and we'll look at the.
Windows.
Yeah, so you get 14,675 and 14,673. You got to do that. Yeah, we'll take it for a ride.